Strange but true, the grand finale. Mikey... Oh. Merrick, Jimmy, your clues were the meter...
He had to put coins in his mouth. Yes. Why would you do that? There's so many weird finger germs.
So much fecal matter on a coin.
I'm sorry.
I tell you what, if you were the meter maids in the Gold Coast, I'd go there.
Looks like a bit of a shark, actually.
A bit of a shark?
Yeah.
Looks like a toilet seat to me.
I just keeps getting better. I have coins in my mouth and I'm sitting in a toilet seat.
Yes.
It charges too much. OK, we also have the spike. Whoa!
Which is kind of retractable and weapon-like.
Ah.
The spike?
Or maybe, yeah, maybe it's not meant to do that and I'm just finding ways to make it more dangerous. I'll throw it into the audience later, that'll...
And finally...
Yes?
We have this.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships are rolling, and I watch them roll away again. So I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay. I'm wasting time. We got time for the bridge? You think? Go to the bridge! Go to the bridge! Well, it looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, and so I guess I remain the same. I need a cake if we're going to do any more of that.
Jimmy Barnes, ladies and gentlemen, sitting on the dock.
That was awesome. Thank you. Before I started any sort of reasoning, which will be bent anyway, but didn't Michael Bolton sing that song?
Yeah, but he never sang. You know, one of my biggest disappointments ever was when I seen there was a Ray Charles special, and they had Michael Bolton and Ray Charles singing together.
That's a shame.
That's a real shame. It really dragged Ray down. Lucky you couldn't see him.
It killed him.
Yeah, he didn't know he was there.
I just wonder if, you know, sitting on the dock of the bay, is the hat and the stick Tony Abbott's boat-stopping uniform?
But imagine a man walking out with just this and a pair of red Speedos.
You're not coming in. So go to Tasmania.
I actually think that would work.
I've got a theory.
Good.
Is that this is like a Japanese parking meter robot, and its security device is a really sharp, pokey stick for, third clue, whenever it sees a guy like Michael Bolton who's got a camel toe on the front of his pants...
And a bad haircut.
...stabs his camel toe.
Yeah. That's one theory.
See, I was with you up into the toe.
Right.
Actually, I think this writing here is Chinese, not Japanese.
Well...
Yeah, this is the man who forgot Bob Catter. Let it go, Paul! Let it go!
You know, I read people are getting the shits because aren't they trying to put parking meters along the beaches where they haven't had them before?
The bizarre idea was dock of the bay, I was thinking ships and boats, and the idea of parking meters for boats. But then I remember another story. It's not sitting on the dock of the bay, it's the sitting bit. Public...
Some of them went, oh.
Sorry, Paul, that was actually just a crow flew in, actually.
Oh. Oh, I know this story.
Yeah. Public sitting in China, there's a lot of... well, there's a lot of Chinese. Well spotted, Michael. And benches everywhere, and people taking up a lot of time just sitting on benches. So the idea is that you sit on a bench...
In the park.
Yeah, in the park. And there's a parking meter in the park, and you sort of select 15, 20 minutes, an hour, and after your time is up, seriously...
This comes up out the seat, up your ass.
I think they're smaller.
Is that true?
Wouldn't that possibly attract a particular...
No, China, not Germany, Frank, not Germany.
So, yeah, basically, parking meters on benches, but the idea is instead of getting a ticket, you get a new friend.
Thank you very much. Yes, officials in China have found a way to stop people hogging park benches. Steel spikes on a coin-operated timer. At last, little old ladies with bad feet and no money can be stabbed in the legs and buttocks while trying to enjoy a nice day out. Linger too long without feeding the meter and dozens of spikes come up through the seat. It's a great way to simultaneously deal with overcrowding, obesity and introduce species of balloon animals. China's officials are relieved there's finally some way of deterring bench hogs that doesn't involve brutally beating them to death or, you know, asking them to move. So in the fast lane tonight, Claire Hooper, Frank Woodley and Megan Washington scored 59 points. Overtaken by Mikey Robbins, Merrick Watts and Jimmy Barnes on 76 points. All the way through.
It's not about winning, but it's so about winning.
That's the most unchivalrous response we've ever had.
I'm the worst sport in the world.
Hey, we didn't have to beg for any of our points, so we get to hold our heads high.
Yeah, we won though. We'll beg for a bonus point.
Bob Catter! Oh!
ten.com.au/GNW is the address if you want to get the podcast, go behind the scenes, or go behind a donkey behind the scenes. So we say, what are you rebelling against, Granny? And leave you with the good news for the week ahead. In Sydney, it's the Spring Dance Festival, followed by the Spring Roll Festival, for larger, less coordinated performers. It's the Noosa Jazz Festival. In retrospect, if you're going to have a celebration of African-American music born out of racism and oppression, don't hold it in a town called Noosa.
Really?
Yeah.
They never put any thought into that, did they?
It's the start of Eczema Awareness Week. Do something rash. And eczema...
Oh, we got an up she comes! We've got an up she comes! Up she comes! Up she
On national
comes!
television.
Go,
I can hold it in. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. I can go.
Is there anything more fun than an up she comes?
And Eczema Awareness Week will be followed by Festering Scab Friday and the month of pus. On Saturday, it's the Darwin Boat Show. Don't tell Tony. Sunday is Father's Day, the special time that manages to discriminate against women, children, gay men, single men, men without children, and orphans all at once. And you laugh at that point if you're fucking on the ball. In New South Wales, the Dorothea McKellar Poetry Awards will be presented, and I've been scribing away on a little poem over the course of the show. A poet named Dorothea McKellar was desperate to get her a fella. She enticed a young bloke, brought him home for a poke, and then she kept him chained in the cellar. Thank you. No? Yes? No? Thank you. Good night. Thank you.